Hare Krishna. Today we'll see the glories of a very special Vaishnavi saint, Shri Janava Mata. Shri Varuni Revatavamsha Sambhave Tasya Priye Dve Vasudha Cha Janavi Shri Surya Dasasya Mahatmana Sate Kakodama Rupasya Cha Surya Tejasa Anangamanjarim Kichit Gyanvam Cha Prachakshate Obhayam Tu Samichinam Purva Nyayata Satam Matam. Balram's wives, Varuni and Revati, became Vasudha and Jahnavi, the two wives of Nityanand Prabhu. In Chaitanya Leela, both of them were the daughters of Suryadas, who was as effulgent as the sun. He was Kakudman, the father of Revati in his previous birth. According to another opinion, Janva was the incarnation of Anang Manjari. Both these opinions are possible as we have shown that more than one identity can be joined in associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Janva's father was Suryadas Sarakil and Sarakila. According to Gaudiya Vaishnav Abhidhana, her mother's name was Bhadravati and Suryadas's Shripat is in the village of Shaligram, which is not far from Navadip, situated close to the Murugaj station on the Eastern Railway. Suryadas was the third son of Kansri Mishra. His older brothers were Damodar and Jagannath, and younger brothers Gauridas, Krishnas, Sarakhel, and Russian Chaitanya. Shaligram is not far from Navadvip. Suryadas Pandit made his home there. He held an important post in the service of the king of God, as a result of which he is given the title Sarakhil Commander and earned a large amount of money. Suryadas and his brothers were all pure in their character and they had a spotless reputation. His virtues are innumerable. His daughters were Vasudha and Chanava. This is from Bhakti Ratnakar. Suryadas Sarakhel, when Krishnadas were brothers who were both had great faith in Nityanand and were filled with love for Krishna. Chaitanya Charitamrita 1.11.25. So, Suryadas Sarkila was a magnanimous devotee whose brother was Gauridas, and Gauridas Pandit he took his permission to come and live in Ambika on the banks of Ganges. So, Narhari Chakravarti Thakur has written about Janwad Devi's holy life at length in his Bhakti Ratnakar. Every manifestation of Vishnu Tattva has three energies which are known as Shri, Bhu, and Neela or Leela. Nityanand Prabhu is also Vishnu Tattva and possesses these three energies. In the 12th Tarang of Bhakti Ratnakar, Lord Nityanand's wedding is described as taking place according to human custom. The essence of that description is as follows. A certain Kayas named Krishnadas, the son of Hari Horia of Baryagachi village near Shaligram, took the responsibility of seeking a wife for Nityanand Prabhu, and a certain elderly Brahmin from Shaligram saw that Suryadas was worried about finding a suitable husband for his two daughters and made the following suggestion. In the village of Ekachakra in Radhadesh are a couple named Hari, Hariyai Pandit and Padmavati Devi. They were Vasudha and Rohini in their previous lives in Krishna Leela. Balram has become incarnate as the son Nityanand. Nityanand traveled to all places of pilgrimage and performed many austerities and became a great scholar before coming to Nadi and becoming Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's dearest associate. He is the eternal husband of your two daughters. And in a dream, Suryadas had a vision of Nityanand as Balram with Vasudha and Janva standing to his left and right in the forms as Revati and Varuni. When Suryadas took the Brahmin's advice seriously and offered the two girls to Nityanand's lotus feet, Nityanand Prabhu mercifully gave him the same vision directly. Suryadas fainted in ecstasy. He saw Vasudha and Janava as Varuni and Revati, whose forms were more effulgent than mountains of gold and kumkum. Standing to the left and right of Balaram, they were decorated in magnificent jewelry and bedecked in fine, colorful clothes. Nityanand revealed this magnificence to his devotee in order to give him joy, and Suryadas completely forgot himself in his ecstasy. The Adivas rituals on the eve of the wedding were conducted in the house of Krishnadas Sarakila in Shaligram. All the Brahmins of Baryagachi and Shaligram were present there. The fortunate Suryadas gave his two daughters to Nityanand Prabhu according to the religious rites and per popular custom. At Sachi Mata's request, Nityanand Prabhu stayed for some time after his wedding in Shantipur before moving um, to the Saptagram, where he stayed with Udharan Dutt and then established in a permanent residence at Kardaha on the banks of Ganges. Janva Devi herself had no sons, but Nityanand Shakti Vasudha Devi gave birth to Veerabhadra or Virchandra Goswami and Ganga Devi, who are the incarnations of Shirodaksha and Vishnu and the river Ganges, respectively. According to the Gaur Ganodesh Deepika, Ganga Devi's husband Madhvacharya is an incarnation of King Shantanu. So, Veerabhadra Goswami was inundated with Janva Devi's mercy, becoming her direct initiated disciple. Nityanand Das writes in his Prema Vilas that when Veerabhadra saw Janva in a four-armed form, when Veerabhadra saw Janava in a four-armed form, that his mind was changed and he decided to accept her as his own Diksha Guru. Without the mercy of Nityanand Prabhu's energy, Janva Devi, no one is able to cross over the ocean of material life, nor can one obtain the service of Nityanand Prabhu and enter into the loving service of his worshipable Gaur Hari and Radha Krishna. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur Maharaj has written in his Kalyan Kalpataru, O Janva Devi, be merciful to this servant today. Deliver me from my pain and give me a place in the boat of your lotus feet so that I can be sure to cross the ocean of birth and death. Your Nityanand's energy, you are devotion to Krishna. You are devotion to Krishna and my Guru. Please give this servant the desired tree of your lotus feet. How numerous are the fallen souls that you have saved. So this fallen beggar seeks a place at your feet. The Mahajana Krishnadas in his song, which says Jai Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan, has prayed for Janva Devi's mercy after glorifying Krishna's name, abode, and associates. Remembering Janva Devi's lotus feet, the lowly Krishna sings the names of Lord. Janva Devi's travels. Janva was present when Narottam Das Thakur put on a great festival at Khetari village to install the deities on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance day. Indeed, the installation of the deities took place under her direction. She also supervised and personally participated in the cooking of the first offering and made the offering to the deities. She served the prasad to the assembled Mahantas. Janva Ishwari rose early that morning in a great delight and took her bath and did her mantra meditation. Then she began to cook innumerable vegetable preparations with great enthusiasm. All of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's personal associates from Bengal were very happy to see Narottam Das. Janva Devi, the daughter of Surya Pandit and wife of Nityanand Prabhu, worshipped by the entire universe, expert in the distribution of the pearl of Prema, was delighted to hear his name. Her joy increased when she observed his uncommon love for Krishna and his renunciation. Out of her mercy, she came to Khetri, satisfying everyone by being present there and giving her darshan to all. How can a fallen person like myself fully describe the compassionate nature of Shamati Janava Devi? Janava Devi's travels are described in the 11th Tarang of Bhakti Ratnagar. On the on the road from Khetri to Braj, she stopped in a prosperous village where she delivered some atheistic unbelievers and criminals and bestowed Krishna Prema on them. When she arrived in Vrindavan, she saw the samadhi of Gauridas Pandit, which moved her to tears. When in Vrindavan, the leaders of the Vaishnav community, such as Jiva Goswami, Gopal Bhatt Goswami, Lokanath Goswami, Gargo Goswami, Madhu Pandit, all came to offer her their respectful greetings. Taking these leaders with her, she visited the principal temples of Vrindavan, like Gopinath, Govind, Madan Mohan. Before going to Radhakund, there she met Raghunath Das Goswami, who was engaged in constant chanting of the holy names and whose body was emaciated by his austerities. Jadva remained in Radhakund for 3 days engaged in bhajan. She heard the sound of Krishna's flute while sitting on the banks of the tank and had a vision of Krishna which overwhelmed her with waves of divine love. The ghat where Janava Devi bathed and had this vision is known as Janava Ghat. She then took the company of Vaishnavas on a parikrama of Rajamandal. During this parikrama, she heard Jiva Goswami discourse on Brihad Bhagavatamrit. After her visit to Braj, Janwar returned to Gaudadesh, where she visited numerous villages. She spent 3 or 4 days in Khetri, Narottam Das' home, sometime in Budri, the home of Ramachandra Kaviraj in Murshidabad district, the place of Nityanand's birth in Ekachakra, Katwa, and where Mahaprabhu took sannyas and where she met Yadunandan Acharya. Chachikrama, Srinivas Acharya's home village. Shrikand, the home of Raghunandan Thakur, son of Narhari Tharkar Thakur, Navdeep Ambika Saptagram, where she visited Udaran Datta's house before finally returning to Kharda. There she recounted the story of her entire voyage to Vasudha and Virabhadra Goswami. By Janwadevi's mercy, Nityanand's dear associate, Parameshwari Das Thakur, was fortunate enough to see Gopinath united with Radharani in Vrindavan. When he returned to Karna and told what he had seen to Janva Vasudha, Janva was overwhelmed with loving ecstasies and instructed him to immediately go to village of Satpura and install deities of Radha and Gopinath there. Janva Devi arranged for Virabhadra's marriage to Yadunandan Acharya's daughter, Srimati and Narayani, both of whom became disciples of Janva. Nityanand's Shakti, Srimati Janva Devi, disappeared on the Shukla Navami of Vaishakh. This is all we know about about Ma Janva Devi, the wife of Nityanand Prabhu. And we pray to her that she may bestow her mercy to be able to serve Nityanand Prabhu and Gaurang Mahaprabhu. Shri Shri Janva Thakurani ki jai.